You may now
Red's wand and PMS, so certainly not a blind or naked blink dagger. Meanwhile, bot lane, they do get the roar out, and they're gonna go settle for Seneko, feeling that Crystallize may be a bit of a harder kill. They have a Chronosphere available. It'll catch two. Now Dendi rolling through as well. He's got the combination. The Ava is there. Toss perfectly executed by Dendi. Crystallize will get the return. Smoke with the armlet ready. Trying to make a move is Aloha Dance. He'll find Seneko with ease. They'll kill him off. Will be the Huskar to find the kill. Now mid lane, they go in. Oh, guys, Huskar is missing. Seeing that the Oracle is more than willing to. All right, Intervit popped up. Aloha Dance going to make the dive here. They get the Ancient Seal off onto the Beastmaster, but Seneko left for dead. Meanwhile, Dendi moves up to the top lane alongside Jet. Up top, does pick up his level 7. Dendi pushing in the mid lane will force out the glyph. Now TP out from the Nyx Assassin mid. They get the Primal Roar off under Roger with the life break. It's an easy kill for the Huskar. Second kill.
Top tower is under attack.
I will. All right, they get the Ancient Seal off on the Nyx Assassin while he's under a sentry. They toss forward. They get the bash from Crystallize. Anna's land? No man, no mana. Oh, wow. He's juking thus far, though. Is this enough time? No, it's not enough time for Navi to join, as they're not making a rotation up top lane. But it's kind of space created. As the mid lane, in the meantime, Aloha dancing. Wisely, Navi not going to jump in right onto the Huskar. Blink away from General. He's going to pull the Huskar very deep. Now the Fisher comes out and you relocate it forward. The toss actually doesn't go on the Huskar. Unfortunately for Dendi, Roger just a slight bit closer. Now they get the Chronosphere off. It's going to keep Slayer back, but he's in range now to get the False Promise off. And that's going to force Navi out and away. They will relocate away. Crystallize has a time walk in just a second. He takes the life break damage. Will time walk most of it off. And does he make it out? He does not. He does. He does. I heard the kill happen elsewhere, which was the Zeus dropping. But Crystallize makes it away. So Neko's life more than worth it. And meanwhile then, the whole Dendi craze. So it's just Glendy now. G in a little bit of a precarious spot. Instantly echoed up, but the Oracle not there in time. False Promise on cooldown. Another 20. Cause for concern, say the least, for Vega. Afterlife in trouble. They do miss the Fisher, but the full tiny combo is there. Enchant Totem as well. Stick charges will not keep you safe for Afterlife. And not Chrono in 10 seconds here. And the relocate coming forward as well. Roger nearby. He's got Dendi with him. Jump forward. Ava toss. And they'll get the kill without even needing the Chrono. Roger, the one with the spirit to pick up the last hit on that kill. And it is a big one. Now they'll relocate back right onto the Nyx top lane. General's nearby. And almost baited in. Jump forward under cover of smoke. They get the Primal Roar off onto Dendi. And Roger does not have the relocate available. Just trying to get the overcharge off, keep his core up. But he will die for this too, it seems. Tries to tether back to the wave. Actually, interesting to see that. Now they're going to be flanked here. Zayat's rotating in. Has a blink available. Can Carapace on one of these spirits, and wisely Roger brings them in onto his person. Meanwhile, bottom lane, General, and will cancel the tether. Salute, Navi fans. He's going to attempt the TP back to base and is unsuccessful in doing so. Close. Roger. Meanwhile, bot lane, keeping in Zayats. Gets the Urn Tick onto General here. Mana Burn is there as well, so General, no real kill potential. And now rotating in is G. He's got a lot of damage here for this Earthshaker. As the Bolt was used, though, maybe looks for a TP out, but now the Bolt cooling down once again, and General, he is simply going to accept his fate. Meanwhile, though, Dendi looking for the Huskar here. Crystallize jumps forward. They get the Ancient Seal off. They will Chrono him up. And with Slayer nearby, oh, they can't leave Dendi here, though. Now he's been rooted up. Huskar will survive. Almost to full health OS Frog. And they'll burst Dendi for it as well. All the lanes. They have the Hawk as well to kind of traverse in between the lanes. Meanwhile, top lane, Newcaster missing a fight. Roger in a lot of trouble. Fisher is there, but it doesn't connect on anyone, and they'll burst down the IO before that second bolt comes through. Now jump forward, Primal Roar going for a solo kill is Afterlife. He will get it, but can he get out is the question. Crystallize game. Dendi gonna just poke at this tower top lane or think about it, but as he sees Aloha Dance, will back out with Roger. Meanwhile, relocate, jumping on top of two. General queuing up the Fisher, keeps it for the time being. Mystic Flare goes out onto the Zeus, but a nice impale from the Nyx keeps Crystallize from right-clicking. They still end up getting the Zeus, and they force Slayer to use the False Promise on himself. That Oracle more than likely to die here soon. They get the bash off on the Nyx Assassin. Oracle does pop, despite the Shrine there. And Afterlife, too late to the Hawk, looking to scout nearby. It is daytime as well. Nyx Assassin looking for something, but the sentry there allows them to echo him up. Dendi getting to work for Navi, because Roger would have had to save Dendi and then come back into the fray and die for doing so. Oh, now Slayer in trouble. He's going to get tossed up. Two right clicks are there. The disarm from Slayer. He's going to be forced to cast the False Promise on himself. Meanwhile, General beating into Afterlife, and Slayer more than likely to fall here. One more right click from Dendi. The toss will do the job. Afterlife's going to fall thereafter. Navi playing beautiful. Up to the high ground. Ancient Seal off onto the Huskar. They don't want to turn and fight into him. Not only does he have BKB, but he's got Aegis and Cheese. And now a TP bottom lane. General in trouble is going to get roared up. They bring in the Nimbus Cloud as well. Crystallize forced to get his way out. Meanwhile, ratting away though are Dendi and Roger. They get the tier 3 top lane. And again, we saw it minute 5 into the game. General's death is not for nothing. Relocate out. Down to the bottom lane. Look alongside Crystallize. Let's get his Shadow Blade off. He used Chrono, however, already. Concussive Shot will connect. Onto Afterlife. They will seal him up and go for more. The Huskar is top lane, killing off the Wisp. And G actually gets Dendi as well, who relocated back with the Wisp top lane. Roche is more valuable.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan, though, for Crystallize is going to find Afterlife. He has his Hawk, so he feels safer than he actually is. Seneko flies through with the Concussive Shot, and Fisher will ensure he can't TP out. Mystic Flare will ensure he can't survive. Afterlife picked off bottom lane. Meanwhile, top lane, they get the Carapace off onto the Spirits. Roger in trouble. He's going to drop, as will the tier 2. Looking for blood. He's not going to find it. Still scouted out there. Meanwhile, Dendi's going to be found out bottom lane. He has a BKB if he absolutely needs to pocket, and he does. He is going to BKB and TP to the middle lane. Not feel great. Meanwhile, though, top lane, Chronosphere is going to find the Zeus for G. Unfortunately, though, Crystallize not the perfectly placed Chronosphere. Jump forward. Echo Slam is going to come out. They're going to try and bring down G. It's just shy for General. Meanwhile, Zayas brings down Seneko bottom lane, and General, he's going to be emphatically taken out. Meanwhile, though, top lane, they get the melee racks, and this is the tiny IO shenanigans we're used to seeing from the Navi squad. There is that would be a huge play. So definitely don't hate the decision here. That's also very good against Earthshaker, much like a Clockwork. Oh my goodness, Zayats, the poor lad, jumps right into a Fisher. And there's the Nimbus Cloud. They will be able to take it out, though, quickly. General still barely surviving. And G up to the high ground. Did he make a mistake here? He's in a lot of trouble, and he will simply suicide. Chronosphere catches 2 from Crystallize, and nobody from the Navi side is caught in the Chrono. Perfectly placed from Crystallize. They will look to chase down Aloha Dance. No Aegis, no Cheese in hand. He's going to do a lot of damage before going down. Echo Slam going to fly through, and a toss-up brings down the Huskar. Big stun on the backside from Zayats. Meanwhile, General and Seneko will take out Slayer. Crystallize 1 second until Time Walk. He has a Time Walk, but just needs to wait for this Mask of Madness to expire. And there it is. General with the double kill on the Earthshaker. Afterlife tried to force him defensively and instead forced him up the hill. Interesting, but either way, 3 heroes down, no buybacks for Vega. 1 lane of racks already missing. This is going to be tier 3 minimum. And with the tiny overcharge, it's probably a full lane. Indeed it is. Jump forward. Dendi with the blink. Trying to find Afterlife here. Needs another couple right clicks. The boar slow is there, though. Dendi having to work on the boars who are healed up by the shrine. Meanwhile, his team, though, working on the Raxes. General in a little bit of trouble here. Afterlife getting very low. General gets the blink out in the nick of time, and G cannot find him under the cover of invisibility. Dendi kind of out by his lonesome here, trying to give Roger a tether target, and he does with the blink away. What a play by Dendi, pulling his wisp further. Zayas trying to find the double impale, and he does on the Nyx assassin. They will get Roger out of this at least. Dendi has no TP, but he does have BKB. Can BKB and then blink away? Yeah. They lose Roger. They get a little less than they wanted to because Dendi goes in on Afterlife and the Shrine keeps him up. They could have got this range Rax for sure, but they have the 2 melees, so not the biggest deal. Meanwhile, General just doing general things. Echo Slam used. And finishes off the IO. Meanwhile, they get Slayer. Everyone is just dying. What the hell is going on? Under the Glitter Cape, Soneko in trouble. But still, 3 heroes dead right now for Vega's side. And Soneko is a BKB, it seems, rather than the Diffusal he originally wanted. Then he's going to use his combo. Maybe this is an opening here. They'd like to go in on him, and they do a lot of damage. He will pop up the BKB, however. Overcharges there. Afterlife jumping forward. Looking for more. 3-man chrono from Crystallize, but it's just one that will sound the retreat for Navi. Beautifully placed by Crystallize. Will keep Dendi alive. Zeus, he has a Blink Echo. No units nearby G just yet, though, and now the units will spawn in. They will see General. Fisher from range will connect. Meanwhile, Vega making what you might call a desperation play, but I could call it smart here. There is G is kind of just forced to chill in base forever on this Zeus to deal with his impending pushing waves. Now, nice Thunder God's Wrath going to cancel the blink from Dendi. Nimbus Cloud comes out as well. The Primal Roar is there, but he gets the BKB off, and he can turn this one. He'll drop the Avatos onto Afterlife. And one right click is there. Big Echo Slam on the backside from General, but he can't kill anyone off. And Dendi a little bit low at this point will get pulled out by Roger, or in, should I say, to the base, that is. He will go in on the range Rax, looking for Megas here. Does not have BKB, but does not matter. Gets the Rax down. And a pull back out to the mid lane for Dendi and Roger. Crystallize has a Chronosphere available. Slayer under the cover of the False Promise. They will lose Roger. Huskar has the Aegis, so they don't want to commit the Chrono on him. And literally all... Looks like the death ball with the Aegis and Cheese coming for Vega here. Maybe a last-ditch effort. General going to jump forward. Toss back onto the Huskar. He's nearby the Nyx assassin. Nyx is going to get silenced up. Carapace is there. Nice Chrono catches the Oracle. They need to bring the Huskar down, but he pops Satanic. He will be up in the air. The Oracle comes up just in time to get the Huskar to be doing his damage here under the False Promise. He most likely will pop, but he does have Aegis and does a lot of damage in the meantime. General relocated back into position. The toss forward. Echo Slam is there, but the BKB is there from the Huskar to dodge. And now he'll jump forward onto Dendi. Buyback comes out from Soneko. Now Aloha Dance in trouble. They get the bash with Crystallize. Diffusal Blade charge is there. Huskar is down. 2 right clicks, and the toss is there onto Slayer. He'll be dropped. G in trouble now. Soneko chasing forward. When you're 5 position effectively, this game is chasing your mid laner, who denies himself. Not a good sign for Vega. And that is going to be the resounding team fight victory at the end of the game for Navi, who take game 1 in this CIS Classic. Navi versus Vega Squadron.